Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VII Revisited with me, Get Daved. I'm going to give you a minute to adjust your volume settings and everything. I tried to doctor with everything. I recorded 7 and then found out everyone was like, you're a little quiet. It's always tricky. I'm always so disappointed when I find out it was bad. So hopefully these new values work a little bit better. Yeah, here we go. Going to Wall Market so we can get a golden shiny wire of hope. So I was not originally planning on doing more than 7. I thought a week early. I kind of thought maybe I could rush and get to the Shinra building. They kind of found out I wanted to take my time. Yeah, that'll do. But basically, the FF7 remake came out early in Australia, and I got to ask some questions to people. No one was giving up spoilers. Even though I myself am not particularly spoiler phobic. There's something to be said for the spoiler. Sorry about the hiccup. I was guaranteeing audio quality. I'll edit them together later. My point is just that as I was finding out, I thought the game was going to be basically identical after this point, and it isn't. Which maybe was a big assumption. I was operating on, they'll sort of pack the middle with different stuff. And from what I understand, that may or may not be the case, and we won't know until later. Until part 2 of the remake comes out. But for now, let's just focus on this. Alright, climb the wire. I love it. Three commas in one sentence. Hard to do. But we need to talk to the guy who even has a tank in his shop. So I always thought that was maybe an ampersand in the sign after machine. Like you can see there's a little something. So it's named Machine and Gun. I like that. Oh, right. I'm using PS1 controls. We good. Yeah, we good. Okay. It was always unclear how many batteries you just bought. It's fine. It's fine. Up we go. Soon we'll have a chance to have another timing minigame. We'll see how well I'm holding up. No mercy. I don't know how they got horrible vandalism that high up. And now they're gonna say it was Avalanche. That was actually his plan. Kid knows the score though. I did not even notice the propeller. Could be an airplane crashed into here. could also be some sort of fan to ventilate air. And it's out of juice. On the note of audio, we can talk about that for a minute. This is a little bit of dead time. I have been trying to correct for a while now. Oh, whoops. Yeah, right. I have been trying to correct audio issues for a while. Like, I've been getting crackle from the gain being too high. It's not very high. And like, there's also output coming from the soundboard, the very tiny soundboard I use. And then there's also within the recording software its own stuff that modifies the relative audio levels. Oh, I really thought I had it there. Too soon again? Give me a break, Cloud. It was right there. You blew it! There we go. Realistically, you mistimed that, game over, but... Did I forget? Am I so rusty? Oh, we'll double check. Yeah, we're good. All I remember is that this place is, you almost do it more by feel. Some parts of the game, like, people will sometimes complain like, oh, it's hard to tell which way you move when you use the analog stick. That's true, but the DualShock 1, it hadn't really been invented yet. I think it was still new when FF7 came out, so it was designed for D-pad. It's just a thing to keep in mind. FF8 definitely works a lot better with the analog stick. Oh, I blew that one too soon. You know, I actually think I have the spot figured out now. You can see its speed decreases kind of rapidly. It looks like it's got like 2 values set. So it's close, and a little bit after that drops is the timing. I'm happy I've figured it out. Wait. Yeah, alright. Onto the wire. Omar coming. There we go. Yeah, so this area is super hard to read. I'm still using the analog, despite being overwhelmingly pro D-pad. There's the shot. Anyway, yeah, just because of wanting to get the full story comparison for the viewership, we'll double up episodes a little bit. I will try to do this quickly, but the Shinra building's probably going to be a couple episodes. Story doesn't check out, Cloud. Yeah, why not? Today we're gonna bust in, because I think in the Let's Play, I almost always choose to sneak, because you can get, I think, an elixir halfway up. Unfortunately, it is exactly halfway up the stairs. Because you can just take the stairs all the way to floor 59. It's a pretty bad time. Yo, this is a stick-up. Oh, you know Barrett had a good time with that. I bet it's only going to give us 3. Ooh. 2 2s? Okay, they look the same, but this is actually a tougher version of an opponent we've seen many times. Still kind of a chump. I mean, they're spongier, but the first guys you can one-shot from the beginning of the game, so. Also, with the way the game formulae work in Final Fantasy VII, oh, they only showed us 2. There's a couple more waves of that. Your damage scales very slowly at the beginning, even though our strength has gone up a few points. Eventually it'll get out of control. Not that much. We've had some bad level ups. I mean, I'm here to rob the place. Alright, you can get them later. You can watch a little presentation on all the different cars if you look at the TV over there. Ah! Eh. Okay, I didn't mean to get 11, but now we have 11. I forget if Dark is a useless status element in this game. It's doesn't do much in most of the early Final Fantasy games. And that was it. Oh, I take it back. There's a battle royale while we go up to floor, I assume, 59. Now look who's Captain Cool. I like how they put the question mark on. Who cares if you're impressed? Sounds like a question, actually an expletive. Aw, good for you, Barrett. So I think we're gonna get 3 random encounters here. And I guess we're randomly, we're like rapidly fluxing between all the different floors. It's probably just going haywire. Okay, you know what we haven't used yet? Not that. We'll chuck a grenade just for fun. Yeah, pretty good, right? And this is a horrible waste of a limit break, but you know what? I'm having fun with it. Also, it's kind of nice to just pop a limit break whenever you can. Making progress. Probably should have iced, but the one thing, the unspoken rule of ATB combat is just holding the attack button is better than indecision. So If you're not sure or if you forget something, it's usually fine to just hold attack. What kills you is just hanging out in this state, killing time. Man, we're gonna be lucky to hit 13 before we get to the end of the Midgar segment. When I played the game earlier, I used to always aim for 15, but honestly, that's a bit of a stretch. Haha! Oh man! Oh jeez, Rick! Okay, these guys use a bunch of annoying abilities. You can steal something pretty good from them, but I'm not going to worry about it. I think it's carbon bangles from these guys. Decent armor. Whoa. Okay, if he lives, he'll steal. Yeah. The limit break maybe was a bit much. And that should be it. Nope. So in a way, it's similar grindiness to running up the stairs. Oh. Oh no, these guys are useless. Also, they can be a bit of a handful. They can hide. And then your characters will try picking a new target, but they're the only ones left. So it's just best to dispense with them. Also, fun fact about how the game's coded. All of these backgrounds are fixed. And then like those changing numbers, those are just like pre-rendered, and anything you see changing, it's just like a layer that's being toggled or like cycled through a series of layers, and they have just basically different stacks of them. So there'd be one for the elevator on the left and another one for the elevator on the right, which is how they're going at different speeds. Makes the world feel a bit more alive. I think it's actually kind of an elegant solution given like how little they really knew about what they were doing. First PlayStation game for the studio, so got the fancy pre-rendered graphics, which was honestly a pretty bold choice. The background is what you would expect the game to look like, and what its peers did. This is something I was thinking about regarding the remake the other day. Well, today, actually. The other day. Because, again, like, there's so much negativity around it early on. I saw one person complaining about the gait of the characters when they went on inclined surfaces. Their gait should change. It's like, dude, it's a pretty fine-toothed comb. Pretty sure Doom Guy's gait isn't changing. Anyway, I think one of the things, and lots of other people have probably brought this up, but when FF7 came out, there was no FF7. Like, the level of cinema that was brought to video games was more or less unprecedented. Like, there were things, CD-ROM was doing stuff with, like, Seventh Guest and all that. Oh, Keycard 60, baby. It's a decent band name. From the numeric era of band names. The Sum 41s and Blink 182s of the world. Keycard 60. Anyway, now that the remake's coming out, it's the post-FF7 world. I don't really think there's anything in terms of the cinema and the storytelling, like, that could be done to impress anymore. Maybe Breath of the Wild did that. Took me a long time to succeed at this minigame. I intend to do it. Oh, I got away with it. Yeah, come on. Go, 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 go. There's your window. I don't know why I found it so hard. Oh. Oh no! That's why I found it so hard. Waving them over is pretty easy, and then you gotta go do the whole thing over again. You know, it's not great, the situation we're in here. But we can't hit them with all magic particularly effectively. Just gonna pop this. Perfect. Yeah, Braver's fine. I didn't want to use Cross Slash anyway. Well, we hit 13. I'm gonna try it one more time. Chair squeak, chair adjustment. Let's do this. With my newly improved microphone levels, you can hear the office chair in greater detail than ever. It's a good one. I cheaped out the first time I got an office chair and grabbed something from IKEA. It was a terrible idea. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the chair, but if you're a dev who works from home, it's probably the most important piece of equipment. Like, you could take a pretty big hit on your monitor before, in like processor speed and all that, before the productivity offset equaled your chair. And I say that as a guy who stands. Anyway, I think it's an Alara illusion. That's the new one. Yeah, I'm sorry, Barrett. I'm gonna use the D-pad now. Everything's fine. Okay. Be cool, Dave. Be cool, be cool, be cool. Keep it together, keep it together. I know it's a stupid minigame, but this is like the most tense I've been all day. There was also one rather heated game of Uno earlier. 3 people were at Uno status simultaneously. Okay, okay. Just gonna be cool. Don't do a Tifa. Alright, don't do a Tifa. Be cool, Dave. Oh boy. Oh boy. Home free. Yeah, sure. Well, I know that. This is, aside from Aerith's place and evil Mako energy, this is one of the, I mean, these places even look, they have like a test tube look to them. This is one of the only places with the color green in the game thus far. A little fun fact for you. Yeah, Yeah, teach me things. That's pretty normal for a building. Tough working for someone. I hear you, man. Oh, it was conversation. Those sorts of things will be easier to communicate with voice and larger resolution. Cool. Yay! Thanks, middle management. Oh, the mini game. I forgot I was going to be needing a pen and paper for this. We might be able to do it from memory. Hi, Domino. Alright, different every time. So this is the library for... Let's double check. Public Order and Weapons Library. Seems on topic. Sounds not on topic. 2. So that would correspond to a B. Can we guess just from that? Nope. There's 3 options though. Best orbs or bomb. Okay. This has got a sciencey look. Yeah, space dev. Seems on topic. Urban planning. FGHIJ. Is J the 10th letter? KLM. Yeah. Fun things to remember. I don't know the locations of all the letters, but I remember M is 13. Splits it in half nicely. J and B? Orbs were orbs. I mean, that points us to Hojo. Well, let's just see. And planet movements. Okay, maybe this belongs even... Oh, planet movements seems relevant to why they have a space program. Can also see they're worried about diminishing Mako supplies. B, urban planning. Okay, fine. Midgar, Midgar. Okay. NOP. This is science. This one I don't really know. I guess maybe the weapons one. Well, I've got bad news. I'm stumped. Oh man. Oh man. I mean, we had the J. It got me. There's like one more level to it. Ah, this is such a brain tease. I think I got stumped on this again. I've figured this puzzle out from scratch so many times. Plan for new land weapons. That belongs here. But it was... That is science. The second letter of the alphabet is definitely B. I'm going for it, and then we end the episode. It's bomb. Ah!